All right, good morning, traders. Welcome to the Bookmap All Markets webinar. This is Bruce at Bookmap. We'll be going through the live order flow, understanding the auction process in here, reading it in Bookmap through the live order flow. And we're able to put together the pieces here, understanding the participants' behavior and the footprints in the sand, basically. This is where Bookmap or understanding order flow can be really helpful, because if you can understand the trader's reactions to things, you have much better insight to where price might be going next. Very simple examples of understanding volume, liquidity, and price structure, and Bookmap is really good at showing those details. Don't take my word for it. I'll show it to you in just a second. General disclosure: all Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. For those of you that want to come and join us over on Discord, highly recommend that you do. We have a great community over here. It is at no cost whatsoever. You do need to verify your subscription though, and you will need to have and sign up at bookmap.com. You register there, and then you'll have full access to our online community on Discord, which is a great resource. We have the Bookmap Academy. We have a variety of multiple streamers every day. They have chat rooms in there, etc. There's a lot of content, materials, and also feedback, interaction with other like-minded traders. So you can use your phone, take a screenshot, and come and join and verify your subscription. We're going to stop the webinar about halfway through and then come over to Discord so that we can build that community. We're offering more content over there, so we're happy to do it here in YouTube as well, but we want to build a strong community over on our Discord. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know about that. Let's jump in and we'll take a look and see what's going on in the current markets. All right, so we're up at near all-time highs yet again here. I think the Dow made it yesterday. S&P and NASDAQ did not. But here we go. Here we go. All right, so this has been some pretty crazy price action in here. So we have rollover today as well, let's just take a look. I'm sorry, no, we've got a little ways to go here for the S&P. We're just coming up to this area up here around this 5600, or I'm sorry, what are we at? 5670 or so. Okay. So anyway, let's see. I'm not sure what this is. The continuous contract here on the ES from Rhythmic, okay, RTrader Pro, I don't know if it has quite rolled over. No, it has not. Okay, so we're still on the U contract here on Rhythmic, but we're going to look at the Z contract here. The volumes have rolled over. Let's double check on that. And if anyone doesn't quite understand what I'm talking about, here's how you can find out more about rollover. Very simple. Let's go to CME volume ES. That's it, right? Google search. We'll click here on the contract specs. This gives a good kind of a bit of insight or understanding of the contract specs as well. And I encourage you to come to the CME website and check this out. You should know exactly what you're trading. You should know the hours. You should know the margins, the contract specifications, settlements, rollover, all of these things. They're super important. Know what you're trading. Absolutely. We're on the ESZ contract, as you can see right here. Okay, now they showed that yesterday as well. But let's scroll down here, and under the tab volume and open interest, you can see that the volumes have switched over here, total volumes, to the December contract. You can see a big change in the open interest here as well. And so we're on the new contract, and that's that. So you guys can still trade the other contract. It's still valid to trade until end of the week, but at that point it will close. So you'll be stuck with potentially whatever it is, shares of the S&P. Good morning, Hector, Rob, Alois. All right, so anyway, let's move on from there. Yesterday, just a quick review from yesterday's webinar and what we covered, so you guys have an understanding where we're coming from to begin with here. It was I entitled it here order flow with VWAP, anchored VWAP, point of control. We went over these things in detail to start to integrate, or how to integrate some of these ideas into your trading plan. And order flow was really the key, the glue, because many of us are looking at all sorts of things like floor trader pivots, or it could be Fibonacci levels, or it could be moving averages, some sort of guiding principle and indicator, and that's fine. Maybe it's trend lines, whatever it is. That's great. However, when you boil it down to it, what really matters is the order flow behind all of those things. That's what makes up any of these patterns or any of these things. Volume weighted average price, is right in the name. That's what it's made up of. Who trades off of it is what we want to understand. Okay, that's really what is important here. Point of control, the most traded price level, understanding exactly what it means, and then understanding it in context to the auction process, instead of just blindly trading off of it. This is going to make you a much more informed trader and make better trading decisions. All right, so let's move on, and let's take a look here, see if there's any questions to begin with. Good morning, Stan. Yep. Yeah, we have way more in the December contract. We've rolled over. Good, so we've got that for another 3 months. So here we go. You can see the price difference. We're up at 57.33. Yeah, we'll see how that relates here later when the continuous contract in here looks different, right? For Rhythmic, it'll update later. I'm not sure when they update it, but it should be today. It should be now. But I don't have any more info on that. But we can still use this as a reference. We're just not going to be looking at the right price levels. Okay. All right. So anyway, what do we see so far? Well, pretty strong market. You can see that we opened up here, and we've sold off a little bit. We have not filled the gap yet. And then we see, again, more buyers coming right back in. Now, obviously, we have some pretty big data coming up tomorrow with the FOMC. It's the quarterly. There'll be the projections. There's everything in that one. It's the most complex and most important market event every month, or especially every quarter. Okay? So we really want to pay attention to that. And this might be the move right now. Right? We're pretty certain, that the Fed is going to lower interest rates. By how much is really kind of the question, but it's pretty baked in. And this is where, understanding the fundamentals and then understanding the price action and order flow behind them is essential. So, we've come across many traders over the years here in Bookmap that they're following the fundamentals, and then they're just looking at order flow after that. keeping it really simple. This is a good example. You're basically trading the rumor and then buying the rumor, selling the news type of thing. Okay? Because this is pretty certain. So you got to get in early, and then when they raise rates, I'm sorry, when they lower rates tomorrow, then you're going to be looking to sell beforehand. I don't know. Look, uh, these are just thoughts. These are just ideas. It's well known. There's nothing new, but you can see it in the order flow, and that's where you can get that edge. All right, let's take a look at my volume dots are a little off here, in at least the way that I like to look at them. I'm going to bring down the smart clustering here a little bit more. I like to look at a few more dots than normal. Okay, I'm going to bring down the size a little bit. And why do I like to do this? It's pretty simple. I like to see the consistency in the volume throughout. Now, maybe this isn't for everybody. I'm looking for momentum though, and I want to see that commitment, and I also want to see if there's stop runs in there as well. In fact, I need to add in stops and icebergs in here to this Z contract. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Subchart. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's something I need to update you guys on the TraderMap Pro. There's a version out that I can add in here. Hold on just a minute. Can go actually. I think I can grab it here. Hold on. So maybe I need to hold on a minute here. Sorry about this, guys. I want to show this though because we should be able to trade from the chart with the new TraderMap Lite version here. Maybe I need to remove the old one first here. Hold on. Yeah, let's do that. And the TraderMap Pro. Okay, there we go. On the Z contract. All right, and let's see. Can we do the cross trading in here? I'm not sure if I can. Hold on a minute here. I'm going to turn the trading off on this one. And on this one too. Okay. Should be able to add it. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to get it to use the cross trading, which I don't know if I can quite yet. I'll have to check on that with one of the developers here. Just a second here, because we've been waiting for this, and it's now is the time. So let me double check here. The developer. All right, we'll wait for him to get back to me on this one. and then see what we get here. But pretty exciting stuff to be able to trade off of this chart. Trader Map Pro, well, it's all in the works still, but guys, I mean, but it should be available soon. As you can tell, it's not available through the add-ons manager at this time. I had to add this manually. All right, so anyway, I want to show this to you as soon as we can get access here, though. Right, and right now, yeah, it is exciting. I can't wait. Stephen, this is going to be a blessing here to be able to trade off of this chart here. And right now, it's not allowing me to. I want to trade into that demo account, and see, like right here, can't trade to. So is my sim account? Okay, let's try this. No, it's on. No, it's still not allowing me to. Okay, so something's a little kooky here. Yeah, so anyway, that's too bad, because we've been trading from, or I've been using that cross trading quite a bit within this demo account, this 24/7 simulator account that we have, and trading some size in there, which is fantastic. And it allows us to start to understand, like, and manage our trades better by by trading some size in there, because you're like, well, I don't want to buy it at this level. I'm going to wait for a better price. And you can see that behavior by the larger players all the time. Instead of looking for maybe a quick scalp here and there, look for where you want to get in, and you can even take it one step further and start with, where do you want to get out? Where might there be liquidity? And the larger players that's exactly what they're thinking. Where are they going to get out? Where can they get out? And that's the first step. And they probably even put their limit orders in there first, if they're trading manually like that, but so that they're in the position in the queue, and then they'll be looking for their entry, but timing their exit, and get in there first. All right, so anyway, let's see if we get an answer here, but it doesn't look like I have the capability to do that right now. I would love to have that. Okay, yeah, I also have to get out of that, maybe this as well. Off. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll just go back to the chart here, and see what's happening here. And what's going on in the order flow. All right, well, let me take a step back here, and so zoom out a little bit, and we know the action here is bullish. We gapped up, and we can still see that is pretty bullish in here. Now, that said, we're going to talk about market timing, and we kind of skipped over that yesterday, and here we are trading up at these highs here, and it's 10:30 or almost 10:30 East Coast time, so an hour after the open. Right, so this is, and we see bullish move in here, and we see pretty back and forth action since the opening. Well, the opening range is here, kind of dribbled to the downside, but then at 10 a.m. We see the bullish move to the upside. Okay, so now what do we read in here? What's going on in the order flow? And we can look at this in here, and we know that we traded into some high liquidity in these levels here. We're looking at the buyers and sellers now in this range, it's kind of equal. I would give maybe a slight nod to the buyers. They continue to come back up here, and we're seeing a bit of volume here. Okay, but there's nothing really great right here right now. Yeah, you know, I mean, it looks like it wants to break out here, but in terms of you know, us looking for something higher probability, it does not seem to be offering us that at the moment. In fact, we can look for maybe a break above, a move back, and then the squeeze to the downside. Okay, so this is where I would be looking for the sellers to come in somewhere around in here. Okay, now that said, you know, we can look at a whole bunch of different things like this. Here's some exhaustion, and then let's see if we can get some sellers in here around this 32.5. And let's see if they can come back and test 31. Okay, and then drop it down to like maybe 28 or so. So here they come. And now that's not a whole lot, and that's not very convincing. Okay, but let's see if we get some more sellers in here, and then what we're looking for in here is all of these buyers in here looking for this bullish move to be trapped, okay, and for them to be buyers, or I'm sorry, sellers down in here, 28 to 26 level. And that's what we're looking for. Okay, that's one of the scenarios in here. The other scenario is the trap on the see the sellers being trapped in here, you know, people looking for this move, and then getting buyers back up above 32 here. Okay, so we're going to look at the order book in here, the skew in the order book, and the traded volume within this area in here. And as you guys can see, a pretty quick drop there. Okay, so this was the first scenario we're looking for, now let's see if we can get a pullback. Okay, we got a pullback already, and I would be very careful in here on this pullback, okay, because this is where we can get back up above here. This is just a quick kind of stop run, and then buyers come back in and then reach back up into these areas. We're looking for a bigger stop run or move into 28 and then 26. Okay, so not out of the woods yet here. And then what is the order book telling us in here? Yeah, it's not telling us too much at the moment. Okay, they're offering here a little bit lower here around 33 3/4. Yeah, it is pretty strong, but Alois, I mean, we might get the breakout today and then the sell-off tomorrow. Okay, we're going to just read the book, keep it simple, just read the order flow here, the volume, price structure. Right now, it is not, you know, we're looking for this scenario here. We got it. Now we're back up above, so it kind of violates it now, right? In fact, we can get both of these scenarios to unfold. In fact, we've seen that many times. This becomes our little pivot point in here around this 31 area, get our buyers back up in here and the squeeze up into 35, 36, etc. Okay, for those of you new to Bookmap, this is the we look at the contract here, the ES for the Z December contract. You can see this algo behavior in here. It's a two bands of liquidity on the offer and on the bid, and it's a larger player. It's an algo for sure. It's been in here for a while, for several months now, or several weeks, and it kind of blows out the heat map. And it makes it less readable for us. So we developed this Trader Map Lite version that is free. It's an add-on. It will create a synthetic instrument. As you can see, once I created it here, it went from ESZ4 at CME at Rhythmic to ESZ4 CME at Trader Map Lite. Okay, there are no settings for this filter. It's a bot remover, and here it is. Right, so this, you can see that that algo here, you can see kind of remnants of it, but it's really taken out the majority of it, so you can read the order book better. Okay, so looking pretty good here on the sell side. I like it. We came up here, we traded into some of this liquidity. We're not seeing more buyers in here, so we're starting to get our sellers. Let's see the sellers now try to move this back down to, well, first our 28 level, but 25, maybe even 20 here. Okay, so here's our exhaustion. Sellers starting to come in, and let's see if we get a bigger move here on that sell side. Okay, looking for follow through on the sell side here. Okay, there goes our 28 level. Okay, and still looking for more though. Okay, this was our primary scenario that we're looking for. Yeah, one way to look at this here is so we're down at our it was our 28 level here. We're looking for a little bit more though. We're looking for more of the swing down here around this 25 area, or maybe 26, and then taking some profit down in that area here, letting this play out a little bit more. Okay, but reducing some risk, we can always add back in. All right, let's see if the sellers, this is where the little bit of buying right here above the sellers here, this is where they need to really push it through is what we're looking for here on the sell side. Okay, so the offer starting to show some interest here on the offer, so that's good. And a little bit on the bid here as well. Yeah, you can see the back and forth in here, right? Anyway, it's kind of making this a little bit unclear now. Okay, certainly trapping some more buyers here if we can get down below 29. There we go. Okay, sellers, let's see you hit it here. Looking for them to hit it pretty hard here. Let's see if they can hit the bid hard here. Okay, we have the offer here showing some strength, and looking for a bit more selling here. Good morning, Malak. Okay, sellers, you got it. Let's see it. Okay, beautiful, beautiful move. All right, I would be taking off partial down here, and then looking for the rest to run, potentially looking for maybe another pullback and getting in again. Okay, so now how do we put all of this together again? Let's just kind of, we'll jump back into our checklist, and as you guys know from the Bookmap Academy, we really want you to put that checklist together, and there's some really good stuff on some of these checklists that like Shark Baloo, Steven, we've got Malak. I can't remember if you're putting their checklist together or not. Rob Davis, but some of the best example, one of the best examples is Vinny. Vinny's doing really nice work there with his checklist. If you just go over to the Bookmap Academy area and want to check it out, as you guys know. It's really great stuff. And look how well Vinny is doing now. And I would like to hope that it's helping with that checklist. So let's go over here to the Bookmap Academy room. We'll take a quick look in here. And yeah, here's some of Vinny's stuff right here. Here's his 1, 2, 3 trend break, CVD, and he's looking at his VPI in here as well for his short signal, his target. He's looking at a fib level, but he's matching up his fib levels here with liquidity. All right, so anyway, this is one example. There was another example in here that I thought was great. Yeah, this might have been it. And again and again and again. But see the difference in here, like the kind of confidence he has by having this checklist, understanding what he's looking for. And that's what we want as well. Okay, so let's go through our little checklist in here. What are we looking for in here? Well, we covered the move up here into high liquidity here. We covered that this is bullish move, and then there was a lot of back and forth in here, and then we traded up into this area here, and then this is where we looked for the sellers down below that area. Okay, and it kind of went back and forth in here, but we're holding tight, looking for it. We saw some really nice exhaustion in here, and then we got some follow through. One more push here. This is where we were confirming it. The sellers, they had it. It doesn't always work like this, but they had control here. Does anyone have any questions on the control here? Now, we never know, right? This is not 100% given or anything, but you have the probabilities more in your favor here. Why? Okay, let's go through the checklist in reverse. Well, look at, there's some exhaustion up in here, some exhaustion up in here. We're making lower highs. Okay, and this is a reversal pattern in here. We also see the sellers coming in here and making lower lows. Okay, on stronger sell volume. Right, we traded up into the highs here and to some high liquidity in these areas in here, and that's when we started to look for the sell side. Okay, we also noted on the move up into these areas of high liquidity here. There's another one here as well. Okay, so we have that, we have the high liquidity trading up in this level up in here on the offer as well, and we're looking for our sellers, and then we're looking for the exhaustion. Now, all of this goes together with time of day as well, which can be a really powerful confluence. Get everyone going long, and everyone thinks everything's rosy, and then there's just a lack of buyers, and sellers come in, and those buyers become sellers on the way down. All right, so anyway, we can put all of that into a checklist. I don't know if someone wants to write it out in Discord now. What we just kind of covered, we're going to put these checklists together. I have a library of them for you guys, so you can use them within this setups checklist tool here. Okay, and you can add your own in here. Modify it and put it in. It comes up with default setting here for the flag pattern. Okay. All right, so now we traded back down into 21. Okay, we did not hit the 20 level here. I was looking for that. It came shy of that one, but we would have taken some off here on the way down into this area here around 24, 25. And now it's back up for grabs here. So a buyer's trying to take control here and move it back up above these sellers in here. Okay, on volume. So we don't know yet. It looks like they're really trying, and let's see if they can get up into this 30 level on some buy volume. Then we might start to see them move up into these higher levels in here. Okay, so you can see again, market structure wise, look at the pivot in here. You can even draw a line all the way across here. It's not exact, but it's not bad. Okay, and this is where the market's been rotating around this kind of 27 level. All right, in fact, let's do this from yesterday. We are going to add an anchored VWAP in here. Okay, which one is this here? Hold on. Add an anchor. Got it at no. All right, so this is for the session then, but we'll change it here, and I'm going to add an anchor into it at 9:30 cash open. Okay. And we're going to set this to reset every day at 9:30 cash open. There we go. All right, and that will recalculate it, and it is here now, the white one. And we're going to add another VWAP in here. Okay, we're going to anchor it from this point here. Okay, so if buyers are coming in, the whole idea then is looking for the first pullback to this VWAP. Okay, now this is lining up pretty nicely with our kind of pivot point here at 27. Right, so we're going to look. I mean, we know there's some buyers coming in now. Okay, at first we were looking for our sellers. It's done that move. We were looking for 20. I was looking for 20 basically, but we didn't get there. And now we're back up above, and we're above our pivot in here, and we're back up into this range in here. Okay, the trend is broken. Now we might come back down to the range here. That's fine. There's more kind of range bound activity in here, but the trend, this little trend here, is broken. Okay, so we're looking now to see if buyers, larger player buyers, are using their anchored VWAP in here to position themselves in here for their initial tranche of buying, and then a pullback to VWAP, and then the second tranche here is what we're looking for. Okay, makes sense. Let's see. Can you connect to light version without the algo? Yeah, so that's really simple, Paolo. You just come up to it's free, this version. So just come up to the configure add-ons here, and then you should see it here. If you go to manage add-ons here, you scroll down to the very bottom in here, you'll see Trader Map Lite. Just install it, and you should be good to go. Now I'm using a special version of it, so I have it installed already. Once you install it, come up here, open it again, and then just check the box for Trader Map Lite, and that's it. It'll pop open a new instrument here. Okay, all right. Looks like it's not possible right now to trade from the demo into the demo account, but you can. I'm not sure about the cross trading either yet, but you can trade from the chart though. Okay, so anyway, I'll get more details for you guys. All right, look at the buyers coming in, guys. So it didn't even hit our view app in here, and buyers are just coming in immediately. Okay, this is going to be a big stop run here. All of these traders in here getting stopped out on the way back up. I should have mentioned in here for us, like would have been a partial profit in here, trying to get a runner out of it and then a stop out at break even, or maybe even we start to see some of this activity in here. We're just getting out. I mean, yeah, something like that. I mean, the entry would have been somewhere in this area in here, right? And we're not looking to get squeezed ever. Okay, so in fact, we'd be looking for joining that, exiting and getting back in, and then looking for this VWAP trade here, as we had mentioning. All right. Let's see if we can get a flag pattern out of this one here. We've got plenty of fuel, so let's see it. Let's put in maybe even another anchored VWAP in here just for kicks. I'm just curious to see if we can get something out of this here. Not much. Not much. Yeah. Is it? It looks like a pretty pretty strong flag pattern to me. Here's why. We know that a lot of traders are upside down here, and we have a strong move here, and then this flagging pattern in here has also been pretty strong. It has not dipped very deep here. Okay, so in fact, kind of funny. We hit the high liquidity here at 36, also 37, and we're seeing some sellers come in. Okay, so it's traded through this little anchored VWAP, which is not much of a VWAP. We'll actually take that one off. I don't like it. Delete this one, and we'll change this one to blue here. Okay, there we go. So this one's still good. Let's see if we get to any kind of activity down here. We're bullish from 30 and a half on up, basically. Okay, in this time frame in here. All right, let's zoom out a little bit more. Let's get our bigger picture perspective. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like the buy side here up to 40 or so. Looks pretty good here. For those of you who aren't looking at VWAP, this is exactly what we try to look at in these we've looked at in these webinars for quite a while, is the pullback to this area right here. I think Dove is in here today. You have been in here, Dove, and this is your trade right here. So your big volume node here. And then looking for a pullback to that, looking for it to be support. Not getting too much out of the book. A little bit. You see some liquidity in here. It trades, and then you start to see the buyers come in here a bit. Okay, it's not much, but they are, trading back up into the swing here. Okay, 36 or so. So, and it's looking pretty back and forth here at the moment. Yeah, no real kind of insights at the moment, guys. Just let's see, Rocket, you had some questions in here too. What are the data feed options in terms of pricing? Yeah, you can go to bookmap.com and it should have a lot of those options. You can also see it from the Bookmap Marketplace. We do offer Rhythmic from our Bookmap Marketplace. Okay, I can show you that. Go here to the Marketplace. Here's Rhythmic right here. All right, and it depends on what you get here. If you get one exchange like the CME, it's 40 bucks. Okay, if you get the whole bundle, you'll see it's 101 bucks. Okay, I think these prices just went up a little bit. Anyway, that's from Rhythmic, depending on what exchange you're looking for. Or you can get 2 exchanges for 80 or 3 exchanges or whatever, but at that point you might as well just get the bundle. So this is available through the marketplace. Bookmap is also a data provider, so I can show you that. Guys, here's the VWAP trade. Let's take a look at this in here. I'm just really curious here because we've got the right VWAP down here, and I want to see if traders are reacting off of this. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. We've hit the VWAP. Okay, that's just the starting point. And now we're looking at the order flow. So we're looking for buyers to come in, okay, especially right around this level here. We're looking for the bid to light up, and we're looking for these guys here to pull their liquidity at 34. Okay, right now, I don't really quite see it. I see some buying. I'm looking for maybe another retest back down here. And then I'm looking for something to shift here in the order flow. Okay, this is it may do it. It may just go rip right through these areas in here. I'm just not seeing it right now, and therefore I would stay away, not look for taking any risk in this area at this time due to the order flow. Okay, not just nonchalantly buying off of a VWAP here. Okay, so let's see some, we just traded into and through that area here, and see if we get maybe a bit more of a pullback here. And the offer is still pretty strong here. There's someone on the bid, 33 and a quarter. All right, let's see if we get our buyers here. This is still a pretty strong bid. They got to take all these guys on here. Yeah, doesn't look like it's ready. We may get it, but this is just not worth the risk getting caught up in this here. My opinion. I'd look for a better price. All right, so let's see if this is our better price. Back down to this VWAP here, anchored VWAP. Right now, what's the bid look like? What's the offer look like? No, still not seeing anything right now. Okay, down to our 30 level here. Traded through the anchored VWAP here. Let's see if we can get back above it. Okay, high liquidity here at 30, just transacted. And let's see if we get our buyers back up above here. Another thing to mention, this is the rollover period still. Now, I know that we've rolled to this contract now, but this is a kind of can be a challenging time to trade. Noted many times in the past. Why is because the players are doing something a little different in here. The auction is different. A lot of players are rolling from one contract to the next. All right, let's see if we can get our breakout here again on the or a move to the upside here. Okay, we see a little bit of buying coming in. Okay, it hasn't broken the structure, but I'm just curious to see if we can see the bid light up in here, and then we can get some buyers back up around 31-ish. And we're not. Okay. All right, let's see if we can still get them here. I'm bailing on the anchored VWAP idea, but I'm looking at the swing here, and let's see if we can get some more buyers. Pivot lines here at 27. 28 here, we have our swing. Yeah, this is why I'm just not a big fan of these of the VWAP in here. It's just it's a line on the chart that can obfuscate what you're looking for, not clarify, at least for me. Yeah, I mean, you could make a case for buying here. I just don't like buying without, just because, I mean, we have the VWAP here. We're looking for the buyers to start to come in. Then we don't get much out of this move here. We would have been stopped out at break even or had a small loss. We do have something though, and that's where these buyers broke out from in here, and this was the first pullback into that area. Plus, we had the anchored VWAP. If those larger players are buying off of this swing here in the anchored VWAP, okay, that's a big if. And as we can see, they're not, right? So that's it's kind of a mute point. But this does make good sense to me due to the order flow. This is where the buyers came in and move this. Now it is going to be a stop run though too, so that makes things a little bit less sure. And why is because if a lot of people are exiting the market, these are not like real orders in that sense. They're real orders, but like, do you know what I mean? They're not supporting it here. They're exiting. All right, so we do have more sellers coming in now. and they are dropping it down to, let's see here, just when that webinar started, this move to the upside here, and right in around this 17 level. Let's zoom in here and let's see what we get. Okay, high liquidity filled on the way down here, and here. Okay, bid is pretty good. Bid is pretty strong. Just not seeing the strength here in the buying at all. Look at the angle and look at the volume within this angle here. Let's jump back at our candlestick chart here. What are we seeing here? Okay, we're right in the middle on the 15-minute chart here. We're same with the hourly, and you can see what happened here on the daily. Okay, this is a really nice move on the daily. Kind of dip up above, and then come back into the range here on the daily in this area. So that's what we're seeing at the moment. Yeah, sure. We can enter it from the VWAP from session start. I have it reset here on the white line here is the cash open. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Stephen. So there's the Bookmap data link, right? Right here. Yep. Thank you for that. I was looking for that. Yeah, you can read through it here. This is the pricing here as well. We also have it here in DX feed. You can also get book data from DX feed for stocks and for futures. That would be bookmap.com/DX feed. You can scroll down here and go through the steps in here. The steps in here show you NASDAQ, EDGX, both of them together, what that price is, and then you can also get the national best bid and offer. Now that's for stocks. For futures, it's 37 per each exchange in here, or you can get the bundle for 97. So it's roughly the same cost as Rhythmic. Okay, you can also get VIX though with the CFE or CBOE, and that's an additional cost. You can get the ICE, which is quite expensive, as you can see. That will include your DXY or dollar index, and you can also get the Eurex in here for those wanting to trade European markets for futures. Okay, interesting stuff in here. Some pretty back and forth stuff. I mean, this is where we traded here. Now this is all hindsight here, but this is the where those buyers came in. This is why we always look at the market structure, and why I prefer to look at market structure compared to anything else. I just think it tells the most. We came down, we tested this area, and then we have kind of bounced back up here since then. Okay, now where have we bounced in terms of market structure? Well, back up to here. Okay, this area here. Here's our pivot earlier we're looking at, and we kind of went through that a little bit. So it's kind of a zone or a range in here. Yeah, here's the pivot here. Okay, so in fact, this is where, for me, it's just really distracting to look at the anchored VWAP here, okay, and also the VWAP, to be honest. Okay, so I would just much rather look at the market structure and understand where the buyers and sellers were, what their actions were, and for them to get tested and squeezed. All right, guys. Well, let's see over on YouTube. Any more questions? Let me see. No, looks like we're good. Yeah, we're gonna jump over to and continue on the discussion in our Discord channel. So those on YouTube, yeah, hit the like button, please. Always appreciate that. We're trying to bring you quality content, and then we want to do is have you come join us in our community over on Discord, and we're looking for building a really quality community over there, and it already is. We just want to bring in more people and offer more resources to you guys. Bookmap Academy is a part of it. If you want to join that, it's a mentoring and coaching program where you can get feedback on your content that you're in your journaling, and also talk to other traders. Okay, so some good stuff there, and we have streamers all day long during the markets. Okay, so you can access all sorts of rooms and content and other like-minded traders over there. All right, so yeah, if you can, please hit that like button, subscribe, come over to our Discord channel, and you'll see that here. Hold on a minute. Let me transition in OBS here. Okay, so if you want to come over to the Discord channel, then use your phone, take a screenshot of it here, and you guys in Discord right now won't be seeing this, but anyway, just it's a different screen that you're seeing. All right, there you go. Yep. Yep, thank you. I think that's Dan with the link over to the Discord channel. There you go. All right. All right, guys. Well, yeah, on YouTube, thanks for coming. We're going to continue on here in the Discord channel. Hope to see you there. And if not, we'll see you on Friday. Okay. Yeah, take care.